Hello, my loves, and welcome. We're going to be doing a live mini energy update really quick. I'm going to try to keep this broadcast as super short as I can because I can sometimes tend to give way too much information, and I know that that can be overwhelming at times. So I'm going to give you guys a quick energy update. I did post a little bit about it on Facebook earlier today. And then I also have a very special announcement that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And this is going to be an opportunity for you guys to receive a very special gift from me for 4 days in a row that's really going to assist you in the intense energies that we are going to be feeling, okay? So if you guys are new to me, I am Johanna Burkhardt. I am a multidimensional teacher and healer and channel. And I'm here to really help you go from where you are to where you want to be by turning that pain that you experience in this life thus far into purpose and really showing you how to be that leader in your own life, how to govern yourself, how to lead yourself, how to trust yourself. So as I mentioned, this is a mini energy update. So please feel free to hit that share button if you resonate with this broadcast. If it's something that you receive from, please feel free to share it and let other people know and create that ripple of light moving out, okay? So as I mentioned earlier on my post, that we today entered into a new galactic spin. And this new galactic spin is really putting us into a sector of space that we have never been in before, that is ridiculously rich in photonic light. And the reason why that matters is because photonic light is what comes through the sun. And as it comes through the sun activates it. And we experience these beautiful downloads and codes that awaken our dormant DNA. And it helps us remember who we are in our divine birthright, in our sovereignty. We begin to remember that we are more than this human experience, that we are more than this human body. Right? It starts to awaken us and allow us to access more information that is stored inside of us, okay? At the same time, the new photonic light that's coming in, as I've mentioned in almost all of my energy updates, and if you want more context on this, please go back and check December's energy update. Again, I gave you guys so many tips on how to process your emotions in that broadcast. So the photonic light is literally like a waterfall over your head. So if you've ever been anywhere where there's a waterfall and you've stood underneath it, you can feel the pressure of the water coming in, right? You feel it hitting you. Water can be a very intense experience, right? If you were to fall off a bridge and into water, it can feel like concrete, right? Well, the same thing happens when this energy starts to come in. You feel it moving through your body. Your body is what I call the well. If you, in my academy, if you've done any of my courses, you know I refer to the body as the well. It is our structure that everything flows in, right? Because we are made up of energy, and our structure, our bones, is that vessel that everything flows in. So basically, there's this huge waterfall of light that's going to be starting to move through us. And some of you who are super sensitive like me to photonic energy, right? We're very in tune with the cosmos, very in tune with the astrological events. You're probably already feeling it. But as it's coming through, if you have density inside of you, like resentment, anger, shame, guilt, right? Past hurts and traumas, grief that you have not processed through, that's been repressed, this is going to come in and start to hit it. And it's going to start to break it up, okay? And that's why it's a very individual experience, because everybody is going to receive or go through exactly what they are ready to, okay? Not everybody's going to experience this in the same way. But as it begins to hit that density, it's going to start kicking it up, like acid reflux is like, that's what I like to say. And as it does, what it's doing is it's coming from the bottom, your lower chakras, and it's coming up into your heart space. It's wanting you, it's asking of you to hold space for it, to feel it, because you have to feel it to heal it, right? Really, that's all we're ever required to do, is to hold space for ourselves and allow ourselves to feel whatever emotional upheaval is happening. But because of this galactic spin, What this is doing is it's also helping us to birth a new reality, literally, right? We're coming in to the age of Aquarius. We're coming into that 0 point, that grand conjunction that everybody's been talking about, the event, right? But as this does, so for the next 13 days, this is us moving through this birthing canal. And this, let me be clear, this, you are going to feel this well into January. Well into January, you guys are going to feel this. But so over these 13 days, the 13 days is going to lead up to the full moon portal in Cancer. And Cancer is the birthplace of the zodiac. So we are literally birthing a new reality. This is that two Earths that a lot of people talk about, right? You've seen it on there. A lot of people are saying, oh my gosh, there's going to be 2 whole Earths. It's not going to be that way, but it is going to be people moving in, like masses moving into new dimensional frequencies where you will begin to experience life completely differently. So let me kind of share with you some of the things that we can experience, because it's not always going to be bad, right? So yes, there is going to be emotional upheaval. We are going to be stirring the pot. Things are going to be being brought to the surface. Anger, resentment, shame, guilt, grief. Yes, it's all going to be coming up if you are someone who is ready to hold space for it. And some who aren't, but that's what they need to wake up, right? This is the path, that the time where people are going to start to experience their awakening. And often that awakening begins with a dark night of the soul. It begins with that period of depression or not knowing who you are all of a sudden, or that shift in belief systems where you kind of just wake up one day and you're like, you start noticing that people, places, and things that have always resonated with you no longer resonate, right? That's the beginning of the awakening for a lot of people that are going to be experiencing. What are some of the good effects, right? Not necessarily good, but some other effects that we can talk about that my beautiful bestie Tanya reminded me of today, which is the increase in energy that we will all be experiencing. If you're not someone who is normally in tune with the energy, or you're not someone who normally has a lot of energy, this may feel like you are amped up. It may feel like you have drinking a bunch of energy drinks or too much coffee. It may feel like anxiety, because anxiety is simply an excess of energy that you are now making about you. So if you're someone who's experiencing the excess energy, you're like feeling amped up, you're going to want to drink more than your usual amount of water, right? So whatever your body weight is, cut it in half and add another 20 ounces to it. You should be meditating, grounding, really bringing that energy inside of you and tuning in to that stream of consciousness that is now allowing you to be so in tune with your intuition that, like, you guys can, those of you who have struggled to connect with your intuition, who have struggled to connect with your guides or your angels or loved ones, now is the time to be accessing this information, to be sitting in meditation. It's not going to be easy because, again, there's going to be all of this energy coming in. But if you utilize it in that way, it's going to serve you. But if you try to get rid of it, right? If you're like, oh my God, I can't get rid of this energy. I need to go run a marathon. I need to do all these things. All you're doing is making it more intense. Because what you're doing is you're focusing on what's wrong with you, right? And you're just making that energy more intense. This is why people have anxiety attacks, because they feel the excess energy and then they make it about them and like what's wrong with you, right? Making it about you is what's wrong with you. And you're wanting to get rid of it. Now you're like, it's worse, it's intensified. So you want to surrender and allow yourself to feel it. See beautiful light moving through you. You can do breath of fire. You can do deep belly breath work, right? You want to move that energy, drinking lots of water. All of those things is going to help move that energy through you. But then again, also spending that time to meditate. And if you're new to meditation, all that means is simply quieting your mind, right? So sitting down and breathing and using your breath. Every time your mind wanders, come back to your breath. Close your eyes and just relax. Lay down, sit up, whatever you want to do. But if you're experiencing the emotional upheaval, which a lot of people are going to be, people are going to be super angry for no reason. People are going to be super sad for no reason, or what they think is no reason. This is a time for each and every one of us to practice holding space, not trying to fix, not trying to repress or bypass, but literally holding space for ourselves and others, okay? We have, over the next 4 weeks and beyond, we have an opportunity, especially if you're someone who's already awake, you're already aware, you're already doing some of this work, to quantum leap and literally jump timelines and frequencies to exactly where you want to be. This is the catapult. If you do not have the tools, if you do not have the things that are going to help you to move through this energy fluidly and not linger in that density, then consider one of my courses, my academy, one of my membership options, something to feel support, or another teacher that you resonate with, right? Get a book, someone who will hold space for you. There are no excuses with the amount of information that's available online today, okay? So with that mini energy update here, I have a special announcement that is going to help support you guys during this time. But I'm going to tell you that this is only going to be available on YouTube. I will not be broadcasting it like I am now on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of those places. This is something that is going to be exclusively for YouTube. So if you're not following me on YouTube, please do so and click the little bell that says, where it says subscribe, click the little bell and mark all notifications. That way, when I go live, you will be notified and you will get to be with us through the whole entire thing. So starting on Thursday, which I believe is the 17th of December, I'm going to be doing a 4-day Language of Light healing series. So a lot of you have never heard me speak light language. And all light language is it sounds like gibberish. It just does. And there are many, many dialects that come through me because many, many different galactic races show up and come together, creating a collective energy field. And so my language, tones and sounds that come through me change. But light language is comprised of light, sound, and sacred geometry and cosmic information. So because your logical brain does not understand what I am saying, it bypasses it. It bypasses the logical brain and it goes directly into your heart space. And your heart is the receiver. And as that heart receives it, it then directs that information to exactly where it needs to go within you to transmute whatever density is there, to activate whatever needs to be activated, which is all activation is shedding light on something that's already inside of you. I am not doing anything to you. All I'm doing is bringing in the exact codes that are needed to shine light on what you need to see that already exists inside of you. So this Language of Light healing series will start off each day at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday is the 20th. This is the most important day of December because the next day is the solstice. But the amount of energy that we will be experiencing on the 20th is going to be unreal. Now, maybe you won't feel it on the 20th. Maybe you'll feel it on the 22nd. Maybe you'll feel it on the 18th. It's really going to depend on your level of sensitivity and awareness, okay? But on the 20th is the day that we all collectively need to hold the most massive space for the 12D grid system. And that 12D grid system is the communication lines for the collective. It allows us to bring healing information into that grid to really help not only Gaia, but to help every single person who's awake or asleep. Really help to raise the whole vibration of the frequency of Earth, okay? So on Sunday, which is the 20th, we will be doing one that will be not just helping you, but everybody coming together to infuse the grid system. So leading up to that, each day, we are going to be doing a Language of Light transmission. This will also include what I call toning. So if any of you guys have been through my Unity experience, that's a part of my academy that I released last year, then you've already heard a little bit of my toning, right? People who have worked with me privately and purchased things from me, you've probably already experienced toning. You've probably already experienced light language. If you haven't, it's a treat, okay? It's the most beautiful heart-opening thing that you can experience, and you will literally feel that shift in your body. And it is loud at times, okay? So I will be telling you guys, if you're going to have headphones, to, turn the volume down some, because I can get super loud. But that energy, like I said, the most healing thing that we can do, right, is sound and light. Sound and light is what we use to heal. Right? When I'm doing DNA activations and restructurings, when I'm doing anything, light and sound is what heals us. It's what moves our energy and reorganizes it and does everything that we need it to do. So what you guys are going to be experiencing is a very special treat, something that I never usually make public to anybody. It's always a paid thing. But because I really want to show up and support the collective right now, because I really want to do my part as that wave shower and be that change, just to provide this for you guys. So again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be live every day starting Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay, for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, to help support you guys. This is actually going to lead into a new offer that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be opening up my YouTube community, membership community. That has unlocked for me, and it will be a $9.99 monthly thing that you can subscribe to, and you'll be able to receive 2 language of light transmissions every freaking month. It's a phenomenal deal. And this is something that I'm going to be trying out for 3 months to see what the response is, to see if it's something that I want to continue doing. So if you're called to it, know that after those 4 days, I will be putting that out on YouTube and sharing it. I'm going to be moving away from Facebook. So I will still be posting on Facebook as I do everywhere else. But I'm going to be trying to focus more of my attention on YouTube and on TikTok, because it's just a better platform. I can be more open, and I'm not going to be hit with content or reported for anything. And I just want to go and be in communities that are higher vibration. Facebook is not one of them. And so I'm going to be moving away from Facebook, and it's going to be phased out for me. So you really want to make sure that you are on my email list, because this is where I'm going to be sharing more energy updates. I'm going to be sharing my monthly events, my monthly 4-hour workshops, and doing a lot more things. So that's where I'm going to be focusing my energy, where it feels most high vibrational to me. So I'm going to make sure that it looks like Corey has already, thank you, Corey, shared my link to YouTube. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to show up for these lives. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be transformational, and it will help to heal what's happening inside of you and to move that energy. Okay. So we're going to be doing that starting Thursday. Let me see if there's any questions. There's not. Beautiful. And don't forget to share this broadcast, you guys, if this was information that you received that felt good to you. And I will see you on Thursday over on YouTube.